There are only 3 private graves on public land on Manhattan Island. The most well-known one sits right here in Riverside Park in Morningside Heights. Here is the tomb of Ulysses S Grant, a general, a Civil War hero, and the 18th President of the United States. An amazing life lived to its fullest potential, and a monument in death to match that life. But if you walk about 200 feet northwest, you'll find another grave that most don't know about. It's small, simple, unassuming, and it lays in the shadows of Grant's tomb. This is the grave of 5-year-old St.Claire Pollock, who on July 15th of 1797 fell to his death off a nearby cliff onto some rocks below. Now you may be asking yourself, how did this random child come to be buried next to a U.S. president? Well, the Pollock family buried Claire right here on what was once their own private property. When the Pollocks eventually sold the land, they made a request to the new owners that the grave of their beloved, amiable child always remain here and be cared for. And so it was. They fulfilled that wish. Since then, this property has changed hands countless times. A highway's been built, a park has been built, buildings have been erected, torn down, and replaced by bigger buildings, and the grave has remained and has been cared for. When Grant's tomb was being erected, the city talked about relocating the grave, but this was met with great opposition by locals, and they too made sure that the grave would remain and that it would be cared for. For 227 years, New Yorkers have stepped up to honor the wish of a grieving family. There is even now a street up the way called St.Claire Place. St.Claire Pollock never had the opportunity to have a career, to make a name for himself, to live his life to its fullest potential as President Grant did. But somehow in death, he has too left an indelible mark. He's brought forth kindness, compassion, loyalty, and humanity in a city often known for stopping at nothing to prevent profit or what it deems as progress. So there you have it. 2 vastly different tales in life, but nonetheless 2 great legacies in death. St.Claire Pollock and Ulysses S Grant, both resting peacefully forever within an earshot of one another. If you come to visit, take a moment and join the legacy of caring for St.Claire Pollock's grave.